Last night, the Shawnee Mission East Lancers defeated Shawnee Mission North 62-12 in their final game of the regular season. Senior gunner England attacked on his first play in the pocket to give the Lancers an early lead. From there, a smothering defense kept the Indians from being able to get any more than 3 and out. Following the first few defensive plays, Shawnee Mission East continued to burst up the sideline, using their superior speed to chalk up an early 14-point lead over Shawnee Mission North. But after a slow start, North came alive with a pass from quarterback Will Schneider putting the Indians on the board for the first time in the game. Shawnee Mission North showed a lot of versatility in their offense early on. And after a fumble from Shawnee Mission East, it was important for the Lancer defense to make sure that they shut down quarterback Will Schneider, who leads the leagues in passing yards. Senior Kyle Ball led his defense to do just that, breaking down the pocket and finding his way to Schneider, roping in multiple sacks throughout the night. Then, in the midst of the second quarter, junior Wyatt Edmiston burst up the middle for an explosive play. Shawnee Mission North was quick to rally, getting passes up the gut of the field, and although senior Kyle Ball was able to rope in another sack, Shawnee Mission North continued to work their way along the outside of the field passing and up the gut of the field rushing to find their way on the board again. At this point in the game, it looked like this was going to be not the blowout that was expected, but instead a very close game between two teams that previously seemed like they were completely outmatched for each other. But then, Shawnee Mission East was able to get their offense alive. Senior gunner England took the helm, both rushing the ball down for a drive and also keeping it back in his pocket. He was able to find some open space along the right side, dropping a pass perfectly for a receiver, and then kept it for himself and drove in for another Lancer touchdown. At this point, the momentum in the game began to swing as senior Charlie White roped in his first interception of the night. After catching that ball, his teammates helped to push him an extra 15 yards down the field, and with this extra field position, the field was wide open for senior gunner England to toss in yet another touchdown. Then, Shawnee Mission East was able to keep their defense alive. That was junior Charlie Jensen there, almost getting that interception. At this point on the offense, all eyes turned to junior Wyatt Edmiston. He was able to work up the gut of the field, opening up the pass game for sophomore Sky Tate to get his second touchdown of the night. From there, the defensive goal became putting pressure on Will Schneider. Kyle Ball, Sam Pottinger, and the rest of the experienced defense did just that, continuing to break down the pocket even when the offense wasn't able to deliver drives. The Lancer defense continued to smother Shawnee Mission North, who struggled to get much of a pass game going between coverage by Charlie White and pocket pressure. Here you'll see junior Wyatt Edmiston able to rush in for a touchdown, but that was called back. He was able to counter and come back to get his touchdown back, get the Lancers up 56-12. Then a rushing play along the left side of the field by Mike Bamford puts the Lancers in excellent scoring position. After missing the point after attempt, the Lancers led 62-12 and were able to run out the clock for the final end of the game. The Lancers ended their regular season undefeated, also breaking the Sunflower League record for points scored in a single season. Next week, they begin playoffs, and you can watch all of the hype here on ShawneeMissionEastHarbinger.net.